So yeah, remember in my review for Snow White, I said I was alright about the Lilo and Stitch remake. Well, I've watched it, and it doesn't suck. Thank God.
The Review Warrior.
So Lilo and Stitch was directed by Dean Fleischer Camp, and it stars Sydney Elizabeth Agudong, Billy Magnusson, Tia Carrera, Chris Sanders, and Zach Galifianakis, and Courtney B. Vance, and introducing Maia Kealoha as Lilo. A lonely Hawaiian girl befriends a runaway alien, helping to mend her fragmented family. Okay, so going into Lilo and Stitch, I was skeptical as hell, because I know someone who loves the original. I know a couple of people who love the original, actually, including myself, because I think the original Lilo and Stitch is definitely one of the best animated films I think I've ever seen in my life, man. I love it. And after watching Snow White, I was just like, okay, if this is bad, this is the end of Disney remakes. They need to stop. But yeah, after watching the remake of Lilo and Stitch, it's not actually that bad. Going into what I liked about this film, first we've got to talk about the newcomer, Maia Kealoha, playing Lilo. She was just as cute as the original Lilo in the animated film, voiced by DeVay Chase. And every scene she was in, she brought the fun to the character, you know, like DeVay Chase did in the original, which, I'm not going to lie, this one needed. She was very believable as Lilo, and honestly, when in the scenes when she's acting up just like in the original film, she nailed it. She nailed all the scenes for the original. Well, whatever scenes that were in the original in the remake. We'll get to that later. And we've also got Chris Sanders coming back as Stitch. I mean, granted, they did use some of the original audio from the original film. How many times can I say original in this review? Honestly. Chris Sanders coming back as Stitch. It's like he never left the role, honestly. It was just like Michael Keaton in the Flash film that came out a couple of years ago. It's like he never left the Batman role, or the Beetlejuice role last year. And now we've got Sydney Elizabeth playing Nani. She was good in the film. I quite enjoyed her role as Nani, even though she kind of put on the back burner a little bit in this one. And like I said, there are differences in this film, but I'll get to them after. And we've also got Zach Galifianakis and Billy Magnusson playing Jumba and Pleakley. Looking at the trailer, I was just like, okay, really? They couldn't have picked any two better actors. But, I mean, in their human forms, they were funny. And when they used the things to transform them into humans, that was pretty cool. Even though it doesn't beat them dressing up in drag in the original. That one was funny. The last one I want to mention is Courtney B. Vance as Cobra Bubbles. In my opinion, they should have got Terry Crews. But either way, Courtney B. Vance, he was good as Cobra Bubbles. You're not going to beat Ving Rhames in the original film. He always makes me laugh in that film. And now we're going to come to the problems for me in Lilo and Stitch. Again, not taken away from the film. I did enjoy it, but there were some glaring problems for me. And going to the CGI now, and some of the CGI definitely could have had a bit more work done on it. And there was one thing that I kind of wasn't a fan of in the film. Right, I'm going to go into all the changes for this film now, and that's including what the hell they did to Jumba. He doesn't talk like this, you know what I mean? Like he was the failed experiment. I need to get him back. No, he's just normal Zach Galifianakis in this film. Again, no disrespect to Zach Galifianakis. Love him as an actor, but he should have at least put on a bit of an accent to make Jumba more Jumba. That was my one glaring problem for Lilo and Stitch. The way Zach Galifianakis played Jumba. He should have had the accent, if I'm being completely honest with you, but what we got is what we got, like I always say in the Review Warrior. And I guess we're fine with what we had. I think after Dean Fleischer Camp's last film, Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, I kind of expected it to be like this very cute little film. It was, to some extent, like I said before, with the flaws I have with Jumba. Some of the CGI looked a bit off. And in some scenes, it kind of wasn't funny. And with the changes as well, I did not like some of the changes, including, going to go into some spoilers here. We all know in the original film we have the fight in the house that ends with after the gun explodes and when Stitch shoves a carrot in it. That doesn't happen in the film. It ends in a totally different way in that fight scene. That kind of bothered me a bit. I was like, that was the best bit of the film, though, man. What are you doing? I know, I get it. Changing it for the new generation of Lilo and Stitch fans. I see what they were doing. They shouldn't have done that. I mean, there was that, and some of the characters were missing. I'm not going to say who, but in the original film, the character was definitely crucial to the plot. He wasn't here. We all know who it is, so I'm not going to say. You'll probably see it in the comments if I get any comments on this video. I doubt it, but we'll see. But yeah, apart from that, I think Lilo and Stitch is definitely one of the better Disney remakes. And with that being said, you know what time it is.
Verdict time.
So in the end, Lilo and Stitch is definitely one of the better Disney remakes. It wasn't perfect. It was as Stitch says. Good, but broken. I love some of the actors in it, mainly Maia Kealoha, Sydney Elizabeth, and it was good to hear Chris Sanders back as Stitch. But apart from that, it's a good film, just not as good as the original. And ladies and gentlemen, I've been waiting to use my new ratings. I do have some new ratings for my channel. It's no longer A+ to F. I do have a new rating. So anyway, with that being said, I'm going to say that Lilo and Stitch is flawed, but fun. What do you think of my new ratings, guys? There's going to be plenty more where that come from. It's going to be in my Mission Impossible and Karate Kid reviews. You'll see. So anyway, Lilo and Stitch, have you seen it? What did you think about it? Or which is your favourite out of the Disney live-action remake and the original? Whatever it is, comment below. Let me know what you think. I've been the Review Warrior. Thank you so much for watching and checking out this video. Make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, and be sure to check here for more reviews coming up soon.